All right, welcome back. For every lead you generate, I want you to send them an 8 by 8. That is, physically mail them something once a week for 8 weeks. It will take 8 weeks for you to go from unknown to known and set you apart dramatically. It will dramatically increase your conversions rate. Now, you need to understand your 8 by 8 needs to be tangible. It will shock you what a huge difference this will be. Now, as many of you know, I was the person that created the 8 by 8 that Gary Keller talks about in the Millionaire Real Estate Agent book. In fact, at FSO, they even tell a story about how he created a fake person to figure out how long it took to build name recognition. Well, I can tell you, it takes one physical piece a week for 8 weeks. And you've got to understand that. Now, there's a couple of keys to make this work. First of all, at a glance, it must build your name recognition. It must establish your brand identity. And if in 1 or 2 seconds it doesn't do that, it's a waste of your time and your money, and it's not really an 8 by 8. So it's so important. Now, I also want you to understand that you can't do an 8 by 8 by email. An email once a week for 8 weeks almost builds nothing, especially as email rates keep dropping over and over again. So I need you to understand this. Check out Ben Bonds, a wonderful agent from Kansas City, Missouri. Just take a look at his 8 by 8 and tell me what you think. Now, this is the back side, so this is where the address goes. So notice that as I glance at this, even if I look at the address side, I don't see the other side with the message, I say, oh, Ben did something. And notice Ben is at the top visually, not Keller Williams. Now, the KW is actually bigger than the big bonds for those of you that are worried about being, bigger in the state. But notice that Ben has a distinct look. His distinct style, it's no doubt, this is Ben's piece. Now, on the other side, there's a message. Ben Bond approaches real estate service from a different point of view, yours. A week later, the shortest to be listed and sold in Kansas City is Ben Bond. A week later, knack, the definition or facility of doing something cleverly, adroitly, or successfully. Ben Bond has a knack for helping people buy and sell real estate. The content doesn't matter nearly as much as the brand identity. Ben is doing something. Ben Bond's real estate service is like having a real estate security blanket. The content doesn't matter nearly as much. They're short, they're to the point, a step-by-step set of instructions for successfully buying or selling your next home in Kansas City. Step 1, call Ben. 2, relax. I want you to realize this is what an 8 by 8 is. If you get a card a week like this, once a week for 8 weeks, you're probably not going to read all the content, but you're going to see that Ben is there. And you're going to say, oh, Ben is doing something. It's clever. You might read the headline, and then you throw it away, and it works incredibly well. At the end of 8 weeks, you'll have over 65% name recognition. If you just got those 8 pieces from Ben, at the end of 8 weeks, what would you think of Ben? First of all, would you think he was professional? Would you know and recognize his name? Is he someone that you would feel comfortable doing business with? And the answer to all of these is yes. Most importantly, do you think he could sell your home? Yes. Now, did he ever say how much real estate he sold? No. I want you to realize that's why an 8 by 8 works. But it's got to be physical. It's got to be branded. Your identity must come across at a glance. And I hope you guys get that. It makes such a huge difference. It kills me when I see people saying, oh, I'm doing an 8 by 8, and it's not an 8 by 8. It's 8 pieces of absolute trash. I hate to be blunt, but make sure your 8 by 8 is working for you.